What up, tubes? So, let's talk about budget-friendly firearms. And it seems to be a triggering mechanism for these gun snobs. Oh, by the way, when you comment your little stupid asinine comments, it just boosts the algorithm and makes my video get more views. So, go ahead and do that for me. Anyway, some people seem to think that you need to spend a buttload of money on a firearm in order to defend yourself. And I am here to say that is not true. So a $300 or a little bit more or a little bit less firearm will make someone dead just as easily as an expensive firearm will that you spent $6, $7, $8, $9,000 on. So let's look at a couple of my budget-friendly firearms that it seems to trigger the gun snob community. This is an SD40 VE. People hate the triggers on those. Now, I must say, I'm not a fan of the trigger either. The 2.0s, I'll be getting some of those pretty soon. Those have better triggers. A lot of people would disagree with me, and that's your opinion. However, the SD40 and SD9 VE line of pistols stands for Self-Defense Value Enhanced. Now, you can get an Apex trigger kit for this gun and drop it over in there, and it'll drop it down to about 5.5 foot-pounds, which is on par with a Glock. The other firearm that people seem to hate the most for some reason, but yet they probably have one in their safe and will never own up to it, is the Taurus G2C and Taurus G3C line of pistols. This pistol is capable of double strike capability, which means when you pull the trigger, you don't have to rack the slide back. You can pull the trigger again. So if you have a dud, let's say, and you pull the trigger again, you may be able to get it to go off. That's ingenious, on par with Taurus. Have you ever had that happen before? Yes. Did I pull the trigger again? Yes. Did it go off? No. However, both of the firearms here are loaded, and no, I'm not going to unload them because, well, I'm on this side of the camera, you're on that side of the camera. And if you have a problem with it, you can stop watching now and cry in my comment section and boost my video and boost the algorithm and do that for me. This gun was about $225. Right here. They're going for about $250 now. I promise you, it will make someone dead just as easily, hold on, no pausing, hold on, as this Glock. So some people seem to think that I don't have Glocks. Some people seem to think that I don't have, well, no pausing, a Springfield. But I do. This is my Springfield Hellcat. A lot of people don't like the Springfield Hellcat because they say it's snappy. I say it's only snappy because you're being a whiny little bitch. Oh, and if you don't like swearing, I don't care. I'm not trying to make money off of YouTube. So, let's look at a couple of more expensive firearms that I have. We're not going to get into all of them, obviously, because then I have to put them all away. And I'm lazy. So I'll save this big boy for last. This is the little boy. This is my Smith & Wesson 442 Airweight, which is usually about $700 with that, maybe $800. with that grip laser on it. Yes, it is loaded. Oh, you just pointed it at the camera. Go cry in your mama's basement. Anyway, where's another one? Here we go. I really like this one. This is a Glock 29, chambered in 10 millimeter. I do have the Glock 30 over there, chambered in 45 ACP. I carry both sometimes, not at the same time, obviously. And a gun that cost more than both of these is right here. Now, obviously, I'm going to carry this into the woods when I go hunting, but that is my Ruger Red Hawk, chambered in 44 Magnum. This is a very beautiful gun. I really, really like this gun. But what I'm getting at here is that if somebody broke in my house, unless I absolutely had to, I would most definitely use this. I paid way too much money for this to use that. As a very last resort, I would. But I would much rather use this. Why? Because I only spent $300 on it. Why this? Because I only spent $225 on it. And I've got 4 of these. I've even got one that is chambered in 40 Smith & Wesson. Hold on. Oh, I can see the comments now about the fucking light that I have on it. Oh, you got an O-light. Yeah, you're right. I got an O-light, but it works. So this is chambered in 40 Smith & Wesson. I really haven't had any issues with it. I did when I first got it. And I talked to Taurus, and they told me to keep putting rounds through it because I was having stovepipe issues, rather. And I haven't had any more issues. So apparently it does have a break-in period. Would I, value my life on this? Basically use it? Absolutely. This is one of my home defense guns. People think I'm crazy. Oh, you need to have something more expensive. No, you don't. You need something that's going to get the job done. In closing, you gun snobs are something else. It's just like brand loyalty when it comes to automobiles. I've had just about every type of automobile you can think of. From cars to SUVs to trucks, it doesn't really matter. As long as you get in it, you crank it up and it goes down the road from point A to point B, who gives a shit? Either way, this gun, in closing, one last time, this gun, in closing, will kill somebody just as well as this gun, just as well as this gun, just as well as this gun. To be honest, this will probably blow their chest out of their back. This is a 44 Magnum with like a 6.5 to 7-inch barrel on it. And the little boy, this gun. If it gets the job done, who gives a shit? None of you soy boy motherfuckers out there will ever stand in front of this one, or this one, or this one, because the outcome will be the same with this one and the rest of the others that I showed you. You will be dead. Plain and simple. It's easy as pie, just like your mom.